Okay, Dexter, for today, right, we are going to write a compo. I purposely put two titles here, but choose one will do, okay? Let's look at the second title first. Social media brings many benefits discussed. Now, this particular title, we actually written a lot before already, if you realize, correct? We actually did a lot of discussion on social media in secondary 2 and some in sec 3. But in secondary 4, we actually stopped discussing about social media almost entirely. Now, we still have to discuss some social media every now and then because in the exam, right, in O level, any questions can come out, so we cannot entirely think that social media is a sec 2 title, it won't come out. Okay, so remember I told you before, right, if it's discussed, your paragraphing now, instead of saying paragraph 1 intro, paragraph 2 benefits, paragraph 3 benefits, paragraph 4 benefits, okay, then paragraph 5 disadvantage, paragraph 6 disadvantage, and then paragraph 7 conclude. Okay, instead of doing this, right, it's very long and draggy. So remember what I told you, the school now actually accept this type of intro, whereby it's paragraph 1 intro, paragraph 2 you talk about the benefit and also the disadvantages that this benefit can bring. Then paragraph 3 same, paragraph 4 same, and paragraph 5 you conclude. Now, what do I mean by the disadvantages that the benefits can bring? Example, okay, if I talk about how the first point, I tell you that social media is not very good because social media is very good because why? It makes things very efficient. Okay, like people who are working, all this thing, business, all this thing, right, they can actually advertise online using social media platform. Okay, and it is very convenient for them. But at the same time, what is the disadvantages actually? The disadvantages is that when we advertise all this online, right, you realize that we are printing lesser and lesser, fewer and fewer brochures actually, okay, and flyers, and this causes some companies that print all these flyers and brochure, they won't have any business to do. Okay, so you discuss about the benefit and the disadvantages at the same time. Now the other title is actually more interesting. The other title is people should always tell the truth. Do you think there are any situations in which this might not be the best thing to do? Explain your view. Now this is what we call a mixed genre. Okay, now why is this a mixed genre? Because when they ask you, do you think, right, it's supposed to be argumentative, okay, and then when they ask you to explain your views, right, they're supposed to elaborate. So it's actually a little bit mixed genre for this particular one also. Okay, now since this is a mixed genre, right, how should my paragraphing be? Okay, think about it. If this is a mixed genre, right, how should my paragraphing be? Okay, let's say example, okay, if I say people should always tell the truth, my paragraph 1 can be a definition starter like this. So my paragraph 1, it will be like a definition starter. Okay, I can define what is truth, right? So define truth. Now paragraph 2, do you think there are any situation in which this might not be the best thing to do? Remember we learned about white lies before, correct? So talk about the different type of lies, in paragraph 2. You can talk about how, sometimes we have to tell white lies and then explain what are white lies. White lies are harmless lies, all these things. And then after that, right, in paragraph 2, you also say about how, and in my understanding, or you can say, and in my view, there are some situations. Now take note, because situation has an S, so when you write this, right, you must give more than one situation. So paragraph 2, other than describing white lie, right, you give one situation. Okay, maybe if we know that if we tell the truth, it might hurt more than the lie. Okay, now paragraph 3, you give the second situation. correct? And then after that, paragraph 4, you tell me, so after explaining using the two situations, in your opinion, okay, do you think that truth is better or white lies is good? Which means in your paragraph 4, right, you must give me like a little bit like a conclusion to tell me like, in my opinion, after all the scenarios provided, that there are situations whereby we have to tell white lies. However, I still feel that truth is still the best. Then you explain to me why is it still the best. Okay, or you can say, after giving two situations, about when telling the truth might not be the best thing to do, I would like to explain, or I can say, I strongly think that truth is not necessarily the best thing. And then you explain why is truth not the best thing. So again, for this one is a little bit difficult. Paragraph 1, you explain what is truth. Okay, talk a little bit about, what is considered truth, or you can even describe white lie and truth in paragraph 1. Okay, then paragraph 2, you give the first situation. Paragraph 3, you give the second situation. Now, situation can be examples. It can be a short story like this. Paragraph 4, you mention after the two situations whereby we don't have to tell lies, correct? Okay, I say we don't have to tell the truth. Then now you tell me, okay, so in paragraph 4, based on the two situations that used to show an example as why telling the truth might not always be the best thing to do, in your opinion, do you think that it is good to tell the truth or it's not good to tell the truth? Okay, now in paragraph 5, right, you cannot conclude immediately because your opinion, right, you still need to have points, so it's like argumentative now already. So you need to give me at least 2 opinions of this statement now. Then paragraph 6, then you conclude. Now the first one might be a little bit difficult, so what we can do is, okay, today we have to do a writing to try out because we have not been writing a lot, right? So you can try the social media one first, okay? Or you can try the first one if you want to. And then when I receive it already, right, I will explain to you. So next week when we have the actual lesson, not the recorded lesson, right, I can show you the actual paragraphing, all this in detail, okay? So you choose one to write it out. Now, I send you the link, right? Once you're done, you send me a text message, can? So at least I can go and take a look before next Monday and then I can prepare first.